maybe he's allowed to say it. You know what? Of course he's allowed to say it. He's been saying it since last season, to be honest. Christian Rivas, it's good to see your beautiful, smiling face. I'm going to be smiling for a long time. No sleep needed. Champions elect, talk to me, my G. Talk to me, my brother.
I told you so comes across my mind, but I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's not going to be 4 games early. Maybe it's going to be sooner than that. 12 points clear of Juve, 11 points clear of Milan. Considering we own the head-to-head, they have to do more than 11 points. Yeah, it's good as done deal. Put the nail in the coffin, mate.
100%. Bro, it was one of those games today where you knew Conte knew how to get the win, and he was like, you know what? Fuck looking pretty. Fuck everything. We got to get 3 points here today to make sure that everything's okay and just to assure ourselves of it. And, Conte-esque, bro, get that early goal, sit back and let the pressure come to you. So what did you make of the game today, and who impressed you? And you know what? Another reason why I had to have you on today, because nobody puts respect on Ashley Young's name. Nobody. But you and I and a few others.
Well, yeah, no, of course. I mean, I thought he had a good game, even though they kind of called that handball, which I'm still, like I was telling you earlier, I'm 50-50 on. It's one of those things where the ref wasn't showing any consistency. He wasn't calling any of the other handballs. Yeah, he calls this one. I guess we were just fortunate it wasn't in the box. I think Lukaku had a pretty decent game. Lautaro had a good game for sure. I'm glad that he got his goal. Of course, there's going to be a lot of controversy on that. Speaking about that, I don't think that was a penalty for the simple fact that the ref kind of played a common sense rule there, where the guy wasn't going to get the ball. Like, he wasn't going to get possession of the ball anyway, so he was just looking at it like, dude, you're not going to do anything with it. There was defenders already coming to clear it out. There's no way I'm going to call a pen on that. I don't know how you feel about that. That's just my personal opinion. I think, again, we could have had a couple of penalties ourselves. Again, the ref played common sense rules. The first one where everybody was saying was a penalty, the ball bounced off the player's foot. The player's hand was in a natural position. It's not a penalty by definition. So, I mean, it's hit or miss there. I think, again, we got a pretty good game. It's one of our boogie teams. They always give us problems. So to get them 2-1, I'll take it. I thought it was going to be 2-0, but I'll take it. I'm not mad. I think that the ref doesn't
100%.
like VAR, though, because that Lukaku last goal could have gone either way as well.
Bro, I didn't even get to see the replay because with about 2 minutes left, I got up and started pacing around the room a little bit. I do that when we're only up by 1 goal with a couple of minutes. I've been doing it for years. But I could have sworn that Lukaku was onside when Alexis played that last ball. Like, did they even go back and check it or what?
No, they didn't go and check it. I mean, again, I don't think the ref likes VAR. He's more of a, if I call it, I call it. That's that, unless it's something super, super controversial, and that's pretty much where it went. Again, I'm glad we got the win. I'm glad we're plus 11 and really plus 12 if you want to count it on Milan because we own the head-to-head. Juve plus 12 as well, unless they
which
put
is really
on
plus.
us.
So it's really plus 13 on them. I had this. You'll appreciate this. This dude in this WhatsApp yesterday was actually, rooting for a draw between Napoli and Juve. Not a win for Napoli, and he said, guys, at the end of the day, Juve and Milan are just as trash as Napoli, and Atalanta's better than them all. So in a few weeks' time, we'll be looking over our shoulder and going, oh, yeah, there's daylight between everybody, but, it wouldn't surprise me to see if Atalanta are the ones breathing down the second place neck. But that's a conversation for another time. I know you've only got limited minutes, so I just wanted to talk to you about a couple of other things regarding the game against Cagliari. Barella's yellow card today, my G. Calculated as hell, right?
Yeah, I mean, it might as well be against Cagliari, if anybody. I mean, I'll take it. Again,
I saw someone in the chat today, they were like, Barella can't control himself. I'm like, bro, this guy's been on 4 yellow cards for about 3 months. So was Brozovic and so was Bastoni. If that's not a testament to the rise in discipline and character that this team has, what is?
Yeah, no, dude, like, honestly, if Barella's going to get the yellow, he better get it now while we play against someone like Cagliari instead of someone like Juve or Napoli, because Napoli's coming up in 2 weeks anyways, in 2 fixtures. So who would you rather lose them against?
Exactly. Bro, I just got to say one thing. There's actually a special guest in the chat. He probably won't want to come on camera or anything, but I've been meaning to tell you this, Christian. There's actually only one other Inter fan that I know that's been calling Scudetto as long as you have. His name's Ed. He's a doctor from the UK, bro. He's a little shy, but bro, this guy has been oozing confidence all season. So I see you. I see you, Ed, in the chat. Scudetto is on 2nd of May. You got all my respect. I've been pretty much been looking at you and Christian all season as the oracles because you've both been right on almost everything.
Who do
if
we
you just
play
want to
the
drop
2nd of May?
what fixture is that, Ed? If you drop that in the comment there, I'll bring it up next because you guys could have been on the same match day prediction from the get-go. Christian predicted Sampdoria at the start of the season, and I think Sampdoria is actually before Crotone, Christian, not the other way around. I think it goes Sassuolo 34, Crotone 35, Roma, Juve, Udinese, unless Crotone and Samp are the other way around.
I think it goes Crotone, Samp, Roma, Juve.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Crotone would be 5 games before. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
My original prediction was 4 games, but the way it's going now, it might be 5 games. I wouldn't be shocked if it was against Crotone.
Yeah. What do you make of Hakimi today, man? Like, he's really struggling to find his feet, but I'm still not ready to criticize yet because he does 75% of the work perfectly.
Okay.
He gets into the best positions, he makes the best runs, but his end product is trash.
People got to understand we're playing a different style right now. It's not the same as we played in the first half of the season. You get what I mean? It's definitely a different style from what we're playing. We're playing more defensive. We're playing more be efficient, get a result, keep it moving. At the beginning of the season, it was like we were trying to sit there and be more active, try and get stuff done. Now it's like, okay, we got to go. We're going to sit there and chill.
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. There's 17 people watching this, which is an awesome number for 4:52 in the morning. So please smash a like and leave a comment. Show some support for the champions-elect. And it's so good to be able to call us that, man. I said it after Bologna. I felt like the big weight was lifted off my shoulders. But yeah, honestly. Oh, and guys, make sure you don't forget to check out the player rankings from Robin. They're on all platforms. They're on the Interworldwide socials. I'll put them up soon. They're also on Forza Inter forums. They're on the FC Internazionale Facebook group as well. I know there's a lot of people that are a big fan of those graphics and stuff, bro. And thank you for putting them in the WhatsApp.
Okay, so that being said, I told you guys so. I got to go eat before I get yelled at.
Christian Rivas, see you later, my brother. All the best.
Later.
All the best, bro. Ciao, ciao. Yo, guys, I'm buzzing. I'm actually fucking buzzing. Fuck politeness and a lot of it, man. I'm wearing the jersey that we won the treble in and the last Scudetto in. It's, man, let's go to the comments for a little bit while I put this StreamYard link out there for anybody that wants to join. If there's anybody that's on the chat that wants to join the video, please let me know. Yeah, there's a few people that are a bit butthurt in some of these WhatsApp chats, some of these Serie A chats, but you know what? It's all good. It's all good. There is no drama whatsoever. Go to some of these comments. Let's scroll up because they were coming in. Hey, Steffers, right on cue, G. Right on cue. I see you. Hello, guys. I told you Barella would get a booking today. Bro, he looked like he had one goal in mind today, and that was to get a booking as quick as possible, and that's what he did. Akil, the G, says, Young, what a player. Bro, what a player indeed. What a player indeed. It was a really, really good day for Ashley Young. A solid player by all means. And yeah, can't deny how much of a fan I am of the guy, to be honest. But he won't be staying next season, probably for good reasons. But yeah, once again, Ashley Young just showing why he's trusted by so many managers around the world. He's versatile. He can cross. He can get in the right positions. Yeah, he's clumsy, but nobody ever called him Roberto Carlos. He never expected to play in a defensive formation. Well done to him. You know, when a coach says jump and the player says how high, boss, and he still gets 70% of the way in the air, the coach is going to keep him. Sensi, Vecino, and Barella in midfield is fire. No, it's not. It was not fire. I don't know if you watched the last 15 minutes of the match, Gerald, but we were lacking shitloads of creativity in the back end of that game. But, you know, Conte, ballsy motherfucker, bro. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to sit the whole team back like that and absorb pressure for that long. I was pacing around my house after they scored 2-1. Horrible feeling. Indra Hari, who's always around, thank you for your support. Great win. I love these kind of performances. Just need to be more ruthless when counter-attacking. Today we were bad on the counter, bro. It should have been 3, 4, 5 goals. And even at the end, that final pass to Lukaku from Sanchez, if Lukaku really is offside, we need to be better. That's you need to be better in that situation right there. You need to bury that chance to score that goal. What else we got? Barella getting a yellow. He was he didn't want to send Cagliari to Serie B. They're going there anyway. Raja included. Akil, Damian, bro, words in my mouth. Today proves something else that's awesome. We now have a fantastic substitute at left centre back in Matteo Darmian. I knew that he was going to have a good performance. I knew he was going to have a good performance. The same way I knew Akil was going to jump into this video. First of all, what time is it? Where are you? What are you doing? And how you feeling?
Oh, man. Yeah, it is around 12 o'clock here in Los Angeles. I'm excited as hell. I am taking my lunch break. I'm not working. I'm not in the mood to work right now. Man, I'm just excited, man. What a win. And, just how we talked about it yesterday in the preview, that, it was going to be a 2-1, happy with that result. And all the players that we talked about did their job, man. We talk about Eriksson sliding back into Brozovic's role. He did all right. Young, man, what a comeback he's making, after having a dip in form. But, he's been well. You got to give credit to Lukaku, man. He's been buzzing too. Darmian for me was a huge plus today as well. I was a little skeptical about his footwork because we do play out from the back. I thought, he was going to struggle a little bit, but nah, man, he was up to the challenge. And that just kind of like, instills the idea of what Conte is trying to do with this team. He's making everybody is ready to go and call to action whenever, man. This team is amazing right now. Unstoppable.
100%, man. Let's go to a few more comments. Oh, I just revisited this one again. Ed, my boy, I'm giving you another shout out. Day one this season, this guy has been so confident. Even in our worst scenarios this season, this guy has kept it up. My guy, I'm getting him on the channel soon. I don't care what he says. Plus 11, Cesare says, they 100%. Bro, Scudetto will be with Samp. To me, I don't need to calculate it anymore, Akil, bro. It's gonna come. It's gonna come, bro. It's gonna come. Whether it's against Sampdoria or Crotone or even Roma or even Verona, I don't care, bro. I'm really, really confident that it's coming, man. It's like the last 2 games, Bologna and Sassuolo, have you just felt the pressure lift off your shoulders or what?
So much. These last 2 games, these were the nervous games for me, man. From ever since these games, this game was rescheduled, I was like, man, you gotta take this win. And I was being skeptical, nervous, not showing too much excitement around it. But now, man, I'm gonna let it all out. These 2 were huge games, so I don't care if it comes through Crotone or Samp. It's gonna come, man. It's just a matter of time now.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. And I'm really looking forward to this 8:30 p.m. kickoff in Sydney on Saturday night, man. It's going to be a party. It's going to be a party. Even if we we're going to have to situate this game like when we do our match preview and not get too ahead of ourselves because Cagliari are fighting relegation. It would not be completely out of the ordinary to go and draw that game 1-1 the same way any big team could against a relegation fighting team. Even the likes of Bayern Munich, PSG, Barcelona, Real Madrid drop points against relegation teams who are fighting. What I care is just with every single win that we've been getting, Akil, our insurance policy and our safety net has gotten thicker and thicker and thicker. And right now, if we were to fall off the ledge against Cagliari and draw the game 1-0, we're falling 1 step. We are not plummeting, bro. There is no result that could strike me as a result now that would tip this season over. And that is an amazing fucking feeling, bro.
That surely is. And, it's such a luxury and privilege to say that, that we have the safety net. We have these wins that we were so dying to get for all these years now. Now we're really turning on these, against these mid-level teams. And, it's truly a blessing, man. And I can't just wait for the final confirmation, man. It's going to be a huge party. It's going to be a massive, massive, massive achievement. Can't wait.
It's going to be a massive inter-worldwide party. I expect all of my computers to crash because I'll just invite everybody from all over the world. Let's go to a few more comments. Whoa, they came in fast. I am very, very much behind. That's good. It'll keep the video going for a while. All right. Essie says, what are our next 5 games, bro? Because we've been talking about it so much, I think I can relay it off the top of my head. Cagliari is up next. Then we will play Napoli in Naples, I'm pretty sure. And then we will come up against, I think it is Spezia and Hellas Verona back to back. And then we will take on Crotone, Sampdoria, Roma, Juventus, Udinese. Those are the last 9 games, my friend. So if I'm calculating it correctly, last night with this win, I think we are now 4 victories away from securing the Scudetto. That is assuming that Atalanta, Juventus, and Milan win all of their remaining matches, which is actually impossible considering they play each other, a couple of those teams. What else we got? For me, Hakimi is a 4 out of 10 performance, but as you said, the problems lie mostly in the end product. Yes, but that's why I get other people on, because you got to have the opinions from all the fans. And I was watching Hakimi today, and as dreadful as he was, as soon as Christian Rivas came on and said, just put it in context, we have switched a big part of our tactics in the last few games, 4 weeks. And he's right. He's right. Hakimi isn't getting as many looks on the break or that much free space. Akil, what do you think?
Yeah, no, definitely he didn't. I mean, it's just a different style we're playing right now. We're staying back. We're doing a lot of defending. Obviously, Hakimi's the type of player that really likes to gallop forward, unleashes, his pace and acceleration. So yeah, it's a different type of system that we're running right now, and we know that he is a terrific player, and that is going to be there. It's just a matter of obviously have to switch up a little bit. It's not easy for anybody. Obviously, it takes time. It takes a little bit of patience and development, and it's going to be there for him. I'm not too worried about 1 or 2 bad performances here and there, man. And he's the type of player that just in a moment, just in a flash, man, he's gonna come up, do this amazing run, and we're gonna forget all about his defensive troubles, all about his bad work, and we'll be raving about his amazing run on that right side, assist or goal, whatever he does, and it's all just gonna be done and dusted. So not too worried about him. Not too worried about it. I think collectively we just have to be better collectively as a unit, and I think we'll be there.
Yeah, 100%, bro. What else we got? Young was good today. He stopped being a semester stunt double and stepped up. Whoa, that's actually a pretty good call, Robin, man. That's a pretty good call. There's levels to that joke. I like that. Vecino's so rusty, man. You can't put any player on that late in the game and expect them to just control the midfield. No matter, even if they were more technical than Vecino, he was there to muscle out, and muscle out is what we did. Akil, you want to know one thing that really pissed me off about this game and pissing me off about football in general? You can't fall over in the box. The ball can't hit anywhere on your body besides your face, and the opponent will run to the referee straight away. I am so sick of every time an opponent goes down or every time they smash a kick into our wall, I've got to sit there and be anxious for 10 seconds that the referee's going to go and check VAR. And that's why today, despite the fact that there were legitimate penalties not given to Inter, legit penalties not given to Sassuolo, legit penalties not given to Juventus, legit penalties not given to Napoli today. If I weigh these 2 options up against each other, I'm actually on the ref side here, because it's time that the fucking on-field officials took some of their balls and their calls back, man. And it's not just in football. We play rugby league in Australia, and in the last 3 to 4 years, every single time a team does something, it's now checked. It's like the on-field referees don't want a job anymore. They're doing a great job at making their job like automated, bro. Yeah. So today it was really good for the refs to just back themselves, man, and the game just kept going on. What do you think?
No, absolutely. They have to take that responsibility. I mean, obviously, you're the first line of refereeing, and you got to step up. You got to back your decision, and you got to let the game flow a little bit. You have to take these into consideration that a ball hitting you from literally 2 feet away. You got to make you got to make that decision on the spot and not just be like so automated the whole time. And you mentioned, it's happening with every sport. I mean, we play a couple of sports here, and that's, it's the same case here. They are now checking everything, trying to like micromanage this process, which in some way, okay, in some cases, if it's a big call, if it's an actual call that the referee actually misses it. But other than that, you got to let the refs decide. They are there for a reason. I'm all for VAR. There's absolutely nothing against it. It's good that it's there. It's an assurance, but there has to be certain responsibility that the refs needs to take, and they got to back themselves up when they make a certain decision. So definitely, I think the refereeing was okay today. He let the game flow. there were a couple of calls here and there that, that yellow card on Barella, I initially thought that was a little too, I think he gave it away too easily. But, looking at the replay, I was like, all right, fine. He lunged into it. It's all right. He gave it. But other than that, I think the referee was fine.
It's got to be on purpose, that Barella yellow card, man. And, I saw, as I said to Christian before, I saw a few fans saying like, oh, why does Barella need to be so rash there? He's got no self-control. Bro, this guy was on 4 yellow cards for the last 5 fixtures. Brozovic was on 4 yellows for about 2 months. Bastoni was on 3 or 4 yellows for about 2 months. There is a lot of discipline in this side. Don't ever underestimate the discipline. Sorry, bro. I'm like half tuned out. Apparently, Mbappe just beat Neuer at the near post, and it's already 1-0 after 3 minutes to PSG away from home. That's huge. They're probably going to go. They're a good shout to win this Champions League, bro. To be honest, they're like a really good shout to win it.
They are tough, and they're very, very doing very good. And just to circle back around that, Barella's number of games he had during the yellow card. During the match, I think I heard the commentators. I'm not too sure if I heard them correctly. Somebody can fact check this. After Handanovic, I think Barella is the second Inter player with the most minutes on the pitch. So knowing that and then you complain about his temperament or his aggression on the field or his complaints or his accumulation of yellow cards, and that just all goes out of the picture, man. If you look at the statistics, and he is the second most minute player in the team, it just shows that he is there and he's got it under control.
Yep, well said, man. Let's go to a couple more comments so we can see the thoughts of the fans. I was surprised how good Young was today, to be honest. I wasn't, bro. I was surprised. I was not surprised at the mistakes that he made, because he still made mistakes. He still looked fragile at the back. But in terms of what he can do, give him some space. He will deliver a better cross than anybody in our team. Give him some space. He can curl a ball. He can place a ball. To be honest, 3 or 4. You see that? You see when the ball rolled to Ashley Young and he hit it very well, but it just skyrocketed over.
Yeah,
that's a trademark Ashley Young goal in his peak, bro. In his career at Aston Villa and Manchester City, he scores those goals all the time.
All the time. And when he's coming through that from the left side, and when he switches it back to that right foot, I'm always excited to see what he's gonna do with it. If he's gonna shoot for it, if he's gonna pass, if he's gonna make the cross. And he's very accurate. There's no question about it. One of the things that are very concerning about him is his defensive skill. Sometimes he lacks a little bit of concentration, and that's completely fine. Absolutely no hate for him on that. Again, you mentioned it earlier. He's no Roberto Carlos or like a bit. He's good at what he is. He is what he is, and he does get the job done. And I think going forward, I think that's going to be the case with Conte. I think he's going to put in Young and Perisic depending on who's in better form and who does better physically and obviously overall package. So expect him to start a few more games, after a couple of good performances. I think he's going to be in the lineup. He's going to give Perisic a run for his money, and it's going to be a matter of who's in better form. He's going to play it.
Yeah, there's 23 people in this video right now. If you haven't liked the video, please make sure you do it. It's hella important to me. Robin says, yes, we were, bro. We were playing very close, bro. We sat deep as hell. And I got to say this, bro. You know who's a great centre-back? Romelu Lukaku at defending set pieces. Oh my goodness me. Put him in the box and we've got another massive defender in there. He gets the ball out of the box sometimes even more than our defenders do, bro.
Every time. I think on 3 or 4 corners, if I can remember correctly, he was heading everything in powerful headers, not even just ricochets or anything like that. He was just banging them out of there.
Oh man, that head is hard as rocks. That head is hard as rocks, bro. Just ask Alexis Sanchez against Shakhtar Donetsk. But you know what? I like being able to laugh about these moments now because everything happens for a reason, bro. And 1 sec, there he goes, Mbappe. I'm just watching this goal. He freaking fuck me. That's bad from Neuer, man. That is bad. That is not the Bayern Munich way to do things at all. Oh, what else we got here? Skriniar, what a warrior. He was impeccable today. Oh, man, at the end of this season, I can't wait to do so many compilation videos, giving each and every player and each and every faction of our team the credit it deserves. Because at the end of the season, it's going to be really easy to look at Lukaku and go, you are our guy. What a man. It's going to be really easy to look at Lautaro and go, what a man. It's going to be easy to look at Barella and go, thank you, you beast. But without De Vrij and Skriniar's season, it all unravels, bro. This is such a cohesive unit, man.
Yeah, no, defensively, I think Skriniar, I think he's been rock solid, despite having early struggles, despite having, that little trouble with his footing and everything, everything is all done and dusted, man. He has come through for us in a huge way, and that partnership with De Vrij, it's one of the best. They're both amazing in the back, and I always want to give credit to Bastoni as well, man. At such a young age, he's such an amazing talent, and not just like defensively, but obviously his work rate going forward is amazing too. He's made some couple of very, very amazing passes. That goal to Barella, that pass to Barella was so good, and then last game he provided the assist as well. So yeah, our back three is amazing, and then to have the luxury of having these backup players who are Nokia, D'Ambrosio, Darmian, these players, they can slide back in, provide that assist, provide the backup support. It's an amazing unit defensively. I think has to be the best feature of this winning team will be is that rock solid defense, being able to keep the teams away.
100%, man, 100%. Guys, there's 25 people in here. Like the video, and you know what? Do me a favor and go and share it to all your friends. Post it on Facebook. Let's get some hype in here. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. If I can do it on minimal sleep, all of you guys can do it as well. Come on, don't be soft. This Scudetto Equil is going to bring this aura of confidence about me, man. Like, you all owe me my sleep back.
100%. I don't feel like going back into work right now, man. I'm going to extend my lunch hour by probably another hour or so, man. I'm just going to...
That's good that you're able to do that, bro. But to be honest, man, I always found it so much easier to go to work and to work when Inter got a result. I'd be like a bipolar person at all my jobs on a Monday morning, man. If I walked in looking like death and I was hating the world, every co-worker knew that Inter didn't win the game, and just to stay the fuck out of my way. I used to bully kids, bully my year 7 and year 8 kids at soccer or at sport. Holy shit, bro, it's 2-0 to Paris.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Nah, offside, all good. But yeah, man, like now I'm just, this mood's going to be great. I don't want to neglect all these comments, man. They're so good, but they're just flying in. Jake, my G, it's good to hear from you again, bro. The counterattacks we had during extra time killed me. Bro, as I said, pacing around my house, like literally when we were missing those counterattacks, I thought if Sassuolo grab one of these goals back to 2-2, I will absolutely jump through a glass window, man, honestly. But all good, all good. Can Sensi be trusted? Bro, from what I saw today, he put in a good shift when he came on. He was given a job to do, and he actually looked like our most stable midfielder with the ball when he came on. However, Sassuolo were pressing hard, and it wasn't too hard for them to win the ball back. As we said, Conte's tactics in this game, supremely calculated for us. Absolutely supremely calculated for us to set up defensively.
Yeah, definitely. I think Sensi did the job. He was given a task to do, and he did it well. And he's going to slowly build onto this. He's going to keep on coming back in the second half, provide that support. I think I don't see him as a starter as yet, but you got to give him credit. He's coming off of long-term injuries, been struggled a lot with injuries, but now he's back. He's looking good. He's doing the job, and he looked like most alive midfielder for us in the second half anyway. So obviously he's a big plus for us going forward. Last few games, we're going to need all the push we can.
Yeah. Updated schedule picture from my boy Ed in one of the chats that I'm in. God, he's the man. He's so calculated, Dr. Ed. So we're looking at Sassuolo, Cagliari, Napoli on this match day where Atalanta play Juventus. You know what, bro? The Napoli match day on the 18th of April where Juventus and Atalanta play each other, that's going to be a huge match day, to be honest, as well. That's going to be a huge match day, bro. That might be the day that we get to say like match point, as in like next game we shoot for the title. I don't know. I really don't know how soon it'll happen because like see how I didn't get to watch the Juventus Napoli game today, but I did see that they injected Dybala, and it looked like Juventus today were a lot better than what they have been recently. I don't care what anybody says, man. I fully expect them to just keep winning. And that's going to be my default setting up until they crash into 6th or 7th position. For me, Juventus wins every single game from now till the end of the season. It's just the way I'm programmed. What about you?
No, definitely. I mean, you expect Juventus to, win the games. And, I mean, they're a decent side. They're gonna push for it, obviously, no question about it. And mentally, you have to prepare. You have to believe that the other teams are gonna play to the best of their abilities. That's why you have to play the best of your ability. Inter, going forward, will have to put pedal to the metal every single game, grind it out, dominate, whatever it takes. You just gotta win the game. Let the other team do their job. I mean, given these two results, the last two results for us, the Bologna and the today's game, it's going to play some mental tricks on other teams somewhat. They're going to see that Inter is winning these against these mid-level teams. They're going to feel some pressure, but let them do their thing. Let's do our thing. Let's win the next game. Let's get that Napoli game. I think that's going to be our that little stamp on the paper that it's done deal. If we get those 2 wins, man, nobody's gonna come close to us. And obviously, as a fan, I want us to win in a dominant fashion, and I do expect us to do that. We've been in terrific form. Our confidence is good, so I don't see any stopping us.
Awesome, bro. We got to really get back into these comments, man. Mo Algie, our right-hand man, Conte today showed us that he can win games even when it's tight. I think we've always known that, though, bro. Conte is a master at winning games when it's tight. It's never going to get easier watching Conte play his defensive, stubborn tactics. What he does do, though, is he just raises the level of psychological resilience and focus in this team. A focus that if you had another manager, the boys would just be way too complacent. Nah, Biggie, yeah, bro. Samp, that's too long. Rube and Bilan will drop more points. 100% they will. But like the pure pessimist that I am when it comes to Inter, let's just keep ticking all Juve and Milan's wins. There's this thing you can do online. It's like a table calculator. I'm sure you can do it for any competition in the world. I got on it yesterday. And you should have seen how bad I was picking our results, man. I was ticking every Atalanta, Juventus, Milan game. And I'm like, we're dropping points to Verona. We're dropping points to Napoli. We're dropping points to Spezia. And then when I clicked calculate, I looked up. I'm like, oh, shit, we still won the league by 5 points. Are you serious?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think these 2 games that really give us that extra cushion. And we talked about this net that's keep getting thicker. It's because of these 2 games, the Bologna game, the Sassuolo game, and obviously, I got to give credit to the games before as well. We grinded out great results before as well. We take care of business against bigger teams, so we deserve to be here. To be really honest, and having that luxury to say that despite losing points against in the next few games, we can still achieve this. It's a huge blessing. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too, bro. Absolutely love it. Indro Hardy, the man. Another day, it's PK for that De Vrij. Yeah, the shirt pull. Ooh, when Lautaro scored that goal, I couldn't celebrate. I didn't celebrate. All I did was kept watching the screen, screen. And the way I know things are official is when like a betting or a live agency ticks it over and puts the odds back up. So as soon as I had like one eye on the betting odds, one eye on as soon as it ticked over, I'm like, they're gonna give it. They're not going to VAR. Oh man, what did you think about the shirt pull, man?
I paused for a minute too. I was about to celebrate it, but I'm like, oh no, they're holding it back. He had his hand on the jersey. I agree. I accept, but the player didn't have control of the ball. The ball was a little too far from him. He was trying to get to it. He wasn't fully there. It would have been super, super soft call if it was given. So I'm really happy. That's one of the reasons why I said the referees did a good job in this game. They let the game kept going. They didn't give it because it was too soft. And they allowed the goal, man. And then finally, I took a big set. I'm like, all right, let's celebrate now.
If games go like that all the time, I would be all for scrapping VAR and going back to the traditional format of things. Because back, in the game that we know and love, you had to really knock a mofo down in the box to have a penalty go against you. You needed to elbow, you needed to shoot. Like the penalties that could have been given today, were they really penalties 5 or 6 years ago? That's debatable. We expected them to be given penalties today because every single thing under the sun has been a penalty this season. But, to be honest, man, I would always way prefer that the referee just take control, blow the direction that the ball's going in, blow the call that the way that it's going to go. And that's just it. Just stay on top of it from there, because when you bring external faculties into it, like VAR, and different opinions get lopsided, that's where the inconsistency comes into place. Whereas, the referee's word has always been final, bro.
Yeah, no, definitely. A lot of times there's questionable calls nowadays because of the VAR, because they keep checking, they keep looking at every little thing. You touch the ball with your pinky, they're gonna call it if it looks good to them. But you got to. I mean, it works in some ways. It's obviously a debatable topic. I'm all for it. I think it just rules out that major error that was present when the referee. Obviously, if a referee is not looking at the actual call, the VAR can step in and be like, "Hey, you made a mistake," or there was a clear foul or whatever. But it's good that referees like today, or obviously going forward, if they keep the flow of the game going and not call these soft penalties or soft fouls, it's going to be good for the game, I think.
Yep, absolutely. Sorry, I'm just hurling abuse at Bruno because I think he went back to sleep. Unless you're having another child wake up. All right, what else we got here? Hakimi needs to be more selfish. Yes, bro, I agree. There were a lot of... Bro, this guy needs to put more respect on his right foot. He has an absolute bullet of a right boot and an even better left boot half the time as well, as we've seen before. He does need to back himself a bit more, because so many times his crosses just fall to the opponent. Worst comes to worst, man. Force the keeper into a save. Go and win the corner, G.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's a matter of confidence, and obviously, he knows that he has two real solid strikers in the middle that are waiting for the ball. Obviously, he gets a little confused about it, whether to cross or whether to take the shot. But he's got to back himself up 100%. Especially on that last counter when he got that ball, he should have went for the shot. But he decided to place the ball to Alexis Sanchez. That got cut off. But yeah, he's got a back. He's got a great right foot, even better left foot, like you mentioned. He curled that one in against one of the teams before. It was a true beauty. So yeah, he's got to be. He's got to back himself up. He's a good attacking player. Take the shots. Find those. Worst come worst. Earn a corner. It's a scoring opportunity. Get in that. Get that. Offensive-minded thing going. That's what he's good at. He's got to back himself up and take the shots.
Yeah, for sure, bro, for sure. What else is going on here? Man of the match after Lukaku. I wouldn't even give it to Lukaku, man, to be honest. He was very good today. Don't get me wrong. There was nothing wrong with his performance. Let me think. It can't be Ashley Young because of his errors still. To be honest, man, in games like this, I do believe that your rock-solid defense is the foundation of everything that happens at the back. I would go as far to say, even though none of his saves were world-class, this is a captain's performance from Handanovic. And, I don't say that very often, but I would probably go for Skriniar, man. Skriniar or De Vrij, but probably Skriniar. What about you, Akil?
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about purely statistical point of view, then yes, Lukaku looks good. Scored the goal, provided the assist, ran off with the ball a few times. He did good. But, I think the way we played, the defense had a bigger job to do, and they did a bigger job overall. Sustained the pressure, kept them off bay. Skriniar obviously had a huge game. So, yeah, my man of the match is a little conflicted thing. I think it's going to be between either Skriniar or Lukaku. But Lukaku had if you take his goal and his assist aside, and apart from a few runs that he made, he was pretty average, to be really honest. But Skriniar for the whole 90 minutes was up to the challenge. Was taking a lot of pressure from that left side. I don't know his name. I forgot his name. Boga, or that guy on the left. He kept him at bay the whole time. Hamid Traore, we talked about him in the preview. He's the one who scored. He was challenging the defense a lot. He was pulling all the strings for Sassuolo. So we did great defensively. So yeah, I think I'd edge Milan Skriniar over Lukaku for the man of the match.
Yeah, good call. Steffer's on the beat again. If you see the penalty situation in slow motion, it's a penalty. If you see it in real time, it looks a lot less like a penalty. Well, if that's the situation right there, then the referee backed himself, and so be it, bro, because slow motion, once again, is a variable. And It can't. Real time wins. Real time wins because of the word "real" in front of time.
Yeah, and I believe I'm pretty sure they communicated. The referee must have communicated to the match saying that, you know what, it didn't look like a foul in real time. He was away from the ball, and they communicated, made a decision, backed himself up. So yeah, give props to him.
Yeah, Hakimi should stop his crosses. It's haram. Very good, bro. Very, very good. Football becoming
only in Ramadan, man. Only in Ramadan.
Only in Ramadan, cuz. Football becoming non-contact sport. I hate that. Referee in general should find balance to protect players and still allow some contact, 100%. And that's pretty much what happened today, bro. So overall, this refereeing performance is going to divide some people today. Some might call it really shit. Some might actually call it ballsy and a proper ref that actually let the game go on. Mo telling us to rate the players. Sure, let's get to a few of the comments first before we do that. If we've got some time, we'll definitely do that. There's still 16 active people in here, which is more than I thought after 40 minutes. So be sure to like and share this video. So this is the win we can afford losing points against Napoli, right? Yes, we can. I hate loser talk, but let's not be stupid here. Especially if we win against Cagliari next week, that Napoli game becomes a very cruisy watch, and I'd probably take a draw right now if you'd give it to me. If you were to give me a draw, actually, you know what? Nah, fuck that. That's pussy shit. I'll take the win. As if we're gonna drop games, bro. Barella purposely sat himself out for the Napoli game. All right. So, and I had some technical difficulties this morning, so I couldn't watch the Juve Napoli game on my other laptop. But from what I've seen and what I've heard, Napoli were not that great, to be honest. They kind of let Juventus run over them, which is what I sort of thought. I had an inkling that would happen. Pirlo and Juventus is back against the wall. Obviously, they're not going to completely shit the bed this early. I'm really looking forward to that Juventus-Atalanta fixture, man. And to be able to watch that Juventus-Milan fixture as a neutral, the match day after that, that's going to be so relaxing, bro. I'm going to smoke a big one and just sit down and just watch that game as a neutral, because the result from that Akil will be good no matter what.
Will be, yeah, definitely. Napoli, they have these games in which they kind of just shut down. They have these off moments, so hopefully they won't turn up against us. But even if they do, I think we'll be up for the challenge. I think we're full steam ahead. We're playing our game plan. I think in every match, Conte has been so calculated with his tactics. I think he's going to take on the Napoli game in a different way than today, and I expect us to win. I expect us to win that game. Napoli is under pressure. They just lost today. They haven't been that great, and we'll take advantage of that. And we've been a better side throughout. So, if being pessimist about it, sure, I'll take a draw, but why? Why should we aim for the draw? We are a great side. We're playing great. All our players are firing. Lukaku, Lautaro, both in good form. Yeah, let's win that game too. And if we win these couple of games, we'll just watch the rest of the games with the back on the couch, just relax, let the other teams slip up, well, do whatever they want.
100%. What else we got going in these comments? Razor of Orion, who I know tunes in from Malta. My G, hell froze over today, -11. It's 2-0 to Paris. Get absolutely fucked.
Oh, man.
Damn. It's probably the hardest thing to do is to defend a Champions League trophy, man. Honestly, Bayern have been whipping people left, right, and center for the last month or so, 2 months. But they've just made a horrible mistake at the back there. And it's 2 away goals for Paris. And even if Bayern were to come back and even tie this game, Paris will go into the home leg feeling very, very confident, man.
Very confident, yeah.
You can almost
pencil a lot of pressure.
Yeah, you can almost pencil in a Paris semi-final at this point, man. And who's going to stop them besides Manchester City? Are they on the same side of the draw, Paris and City?
I'm not too sure. I believe they are, though. I believe so.
Is it Marquinhos who scored? What the hell was he doing there? Bro, that's bad. Anyway. Should we expect
Anthony,
better from Cagliari?
My time is up. But
bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. What a game. Enjoy, you guys, everybody. On to the next game, man.
Akil, man, it's great to have you. And you know what? No stress, because I'm pretty sure we've got a game in 3 days, which means we've got a match preview to do in about 2 days together. Anyway, so we'll check in then, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. We'll be here.
My guy, see you later. Guys, there is still 15 people in here right now. Let's set that metric. As long as there's 15 people in here communicating and dropping comments, I'll keep the video going. We've been going for 45 minutes. I'd like to just chill and watch the Champions League pretty much. But, you know, if there's still people in here communicating, it's the least I can do. Dr. Ed, first season beating Sassuolo home and away after many years. Love that stat, bro. Franco, hi, bro. I'm pretty sure we are 2 wins away from the Scudetto. If we're only 2 wins away from the Scudetto, man, that's huge. Although my maths doesn't add up to that. I think we still need 9 or 10 points bare minimum. I just can't believe Paris have whipped in 2 away goals against Bayern, bro. That's funny as. I'm hearing rumors about selling Lukaku and Barella. I don't see it happening, but at the same time, I'm a bit worried. There's one thing I've learned this season, bro, is that the headlines are trying everything in their power and doing everything that they can to destabilize this club. We have just agreed to pen a new 1-year extension for Antonio Conte for 13.5 million. Is that how much you pay a manager if your what's it called? If your coach is that the sort of salary that you pay if your club is in trouble? I don't think so, man. What else we got comments wise? And then I might bring somebody else in. Hakimi quite poor recently to shoot down Arsenal rumors. Yeah, right. Because Hakimi is going to leave a club coming first to come to a side and not even in the top 10. And trust me, Arsenal do not have 50 million to spend on one player. No way. Absolutely no way. Ahmed says Scudetto 19. Bruv, I've already got it penciled in right here. Ugh, next to the tattoo. I don't know if you can see it, but the Italian shield is going right here. It'll be a nice small one with 19 written in Roman numerals. Haven't gotten a tattoo in about 4 years now, so I'm really looking forward to that. It seems finally oil money will win the UCL, man. Probably. Bro, I'm going to bring my boy Robin in, who's like proper domesticated right now. Proper doing the dishes, man. Bro, house chores never sleep. What time is it over there, Mr. Graphic Specialist?
It's 9:30. So about that time.
Yeah, good. Oh, it's good to hear somebody else in the world that sleeps at an early time like me, man. And everybody in the world, sometimes I'll link up with Mario and Christian and they'll be talking to me at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and they got work the next day. I'm like, you guys are crazy. Yeah, but Robin,
like 5 a.m. So
yeah, Robin, man, what did you think of the match? And you know, I know you're someone that can get just as anxious as I can, or just as pessimistic. So I want to hear you say it, man. Are you feeling relaxed now? Are you feeling pretty relaxed?
Yeah. No, something I wasn't relaxed about. Sorry for the low quality of my camera. I'm trying with my laptop, but.
All good, bro. All good. And you should have seen how long it took me to get it at this quality here, bro. Sometimes I still do reactions and stuff looking like a potato.
Yeah. So, well, last year, if we would play as defensively as we did in these games, I would be sitting right here in my couch with a tight ass all game long. But right now, I have faith while I'm watching the game. This is going to be okay. It's going to work, this defensive performance. So I know from the start it's going to be all right. Now, during the game, oftentimes I start again by shitting my pants, if I can say it that way. But in the end, you know, it makes me feel confident. 11 points in the lead. I couldn't be happier. So.
Oh, bro. And like, as we said before, it's not really plus 11 at the end of the day. It's actually plus 12 on Milan because we have the head-to-head. It's plus 13 on Juventus unless they beat us by 3 goals and we don't score, which isn't going to happen anyway. So... Exactly. Oh, man, like the relief that I feel right now and the fact that we've gotten this win this morning, it really means that we don't need to win more than 3 or 4 games now. That's it. No, exactly. We don't need to win more than 3 or 4 games because Milan are going to come up to a period of time. I don't know why I'm even talking about them, bro. To be honest, they should be 4th in 2 weeks' time. They should be 4th. They should be 4th. In my opinion, Juventus doesn't drop another game all season unless they drop to Atalanta. And that's just me. That's just me saying it. Because as I said before, my default setting is programmed for Juventus to win pretty much all the time. Yeah, and this morning is still just another example. Like, I refuse to believe that they're down and dead. They are this season, but the turmoil that looks like could follow them, I think they will dig their way out of that a lot quicker than your average club because that's just what Juventus do. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening to them, but I fully expect them to still what's called save face at the end of the season, if you can, with a season with no trophies. And, well, that means I expect them to win the Coppa Italia and finish second. What about you?
No, completely agree. I told my friends as a joke that match day 37 into Juventus will be a difficult game because it will decide whether Juventus will make Europa League or Champions League.
Yo.
But jokes aside, no, I have the same, I can't think of the word, but the same mentality as you have. It's to say, I don't expect actually Juventus to win every game that remains. But if you ask me at face value each game, will Juventus win? I will have to say yes. I think they still have the majority chance to win each game individually. Will they win all games in a row? I don't think so, but we'll see.
Yeah,
but yeah, they
won't win. Exactly, bro. It was a really, really good showing today, like defensive wise, apart from that lapse in concentration at the end for the goal. But, you know, that goal, you can't really stop that. You can't really save that. And I'm the first one to be critical of Handanovic, but, you know, it's definitely not the case whatsoever. I wanted to ask you about Lukaku and Lautaro today, who, you know, were very, very, very they played a lot deeper and closer together than they usually do, man. They didn't really open up each other's space as much as they usually do. What were your thoughts on these two big boys today, man? But more importantly, how lucky are we to have this strike duo, bro? And Lautaro Martinez becomes the second Inter player in 2.5 years to drop his agents and negotiate contract terms on his own. You know, it's a funny thing because Kevin De Bruyne did the same thing 2 days ago, and you'd think it's the second fucking coming of Jesus with the way they spoke about it online. But, you know, when it happens to Inter, it's just like, oh, look at that. Self-negotiated contract. Bro, this is a lot bigger than the Italian media are making it out to be. We're about to lock down Lautaro on a contract on our terms. Fuck the release fees. Fuck input from Barcelona and his agents. Uno di noi, El Toro.
There is a goal, by the way, for Byron. I just started, so it's 1-2. But before, while I go on, no, exactly. Like even Fabrizio Romano, yeah, great goal. Huh? Fabrizio Romano made a tweet. Now go ahead.
Yeah, it just dawned on me. I completely didn't realize that they don't have Lewandowski, and that explains a lot, to be honest. Go on. Yeah.
He literally has like 35 goals in 25 games. He's the best player in the world right now, hands down.
Yes, he's been the best. Yeah, he's been the best player in the world for 2-3 seasons, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. He got like ripped off last year not getting the Ballon d'Or. But to get back on the subject, I'm so happy about Lautaro sacking his agent. As you said, it means no release fee clause. We can reject any bid and not be afraid to lose him. So I'm really happy with that. And yeah, Kevin De Bruyne, even by Fabrizio Romano, they were like, oh, it's so weird that this happens in this day and age, but they should just look at Inter. We have 2 players who did the same thing because they're just Interisti, just like us. It's just amazing. But you have to know, Lautaro is Interisti. Skriniar feels like an Interisti. Bastoni is Interisti. I couldn't be happier with this. And I'm also happy if we win the Scudetto for Handanovic. He's been an Interisti for so many years, a legend. No trophy. It could be his first trophy. That's a crazy design.
It is, bro. It is. All right, let's jump into a couple of other comments before I go into the table. And that's where we'll probably finish up, bro. We'll just look at the table momentarily because this was a game in hand, which means it equalizes the table a little bit. We don't need to worry about other results on this match day, which is why, like, going into this match, I was very nervous, but it was more of a don't screw up the opportunity nervous because who saw Benevento getting 3 points at Juventus? The results against Spezia, the draw to Torino, Milan dropping points. This game was meant to be, as you said, a tight asshole sort of game where we said, can we maintain our 5 to 6 point lead at the top and finish strong? But in the last 3 weeks, man, free plate after free gift after present after Christmas after birthday, bro. It's been insane how many points have been dropped. Bayern are starting to get a lot of momentum on the ball now, bro. If they can make this 2-0 before like half time, they'll walk into the dressing room buzzing. Anyway, a few more comments. Gerald, who's been in here from the start, my guy, thank you. The Juve game could have been the title decider, but now it'll decide if Juve make the top 4 or not. Yeah. Straight from our boy Robin himself.
You're right. I'm even getting complacent a little bit because for the fact that we win every game with such ease, I'm going to transform into the person that's like, hey, why isn't my team winning anymore in one season? It's already going to start. I know. I'm just expecting win to win.
Yeah, exactly. To defend so deep and shut down sides like Sassuolo, it's so mentally exhausting for players in the past. Let's be honest, our players can't handle that. Also, guys, today we wouldn't have played so defensively, I feel, and so inviting if Berardi, Locatelli, and Caputo were on the pitch today. If they had a full side today, I'm sure Antonio Conte would have said to the boys, we need to break a little bit sooner. We need to tire them out a little bit further up the park. When you are missing 3 of your best players, if not your 3 best players, and you replace them with not as clinical players, Antonio Conte did the maths in his head and said, you know what, my defensive line, we can drop back and take these guys. They're honestly not that great. You should be able to nullify everything that comes at you. It's really good that a coach has that sort of trust in his players and his defenders, man. Should lock up Scudetto before the Juve game. Don't want, bro. That's not even in the conversation anymore, bro. I was mentally, most of the season I've said to myself, go into the Juve game +5 or 6, only needing to draw. It'll feel like the best thing ever. That's not even an option anymore, bro. If we start dropping points and we go into match day 37 still in the Scudetto fight, best believe I'm going to go put my house on Juventus to win the Scudetto. There's no such thing as match day 37. Match day 37 and 36. No more 36, 37, 38. We go 35 and minus. Sampdoria and minus, in my opinion, now.
Yeah. No, I agree totally.
All
Very
right.
much.
Been on for a while, but we are going to do one more thing before I wrap it up. Let's share screen one more time. I'm getting a lot better at this, bro.
Yeah, it's okay. You're a little boomer at times. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, man. So here we go. Live updated ladder with everybody's games caught up, bar Lazio and not just Lazio, and Torino. So 2 sides that aren't relevant to our particular title run. 71 points, 29 games. Geez, that goal difference is sexy, isn't it? 41 goal difference, 27 goals against. Absolutely brilliant. So with Milan on 60, Juventus on 59, Atalanta on 59. That loss to Napoli really hurts Napoli this morning. But, you know, there's plenty of time left for this top 4 battle. I want this top 4 battle to be as compact and close as possible so that when we wrap up Scudetto, we can just kick back and watch this in peace. What do you think, Robin? Like, you're looking at the table right now, G, and the fixtures that are left, you want to just quickly give us your predicted top 4 or how you think the rest of the season's going to go?
Yeah, sure. Inter Milan first place. Then, I think, with current form, Atalanta, then Juventus, then Milan. I'm not quite sure if Atalanta will make second place. If not, I think they will be third place. But they're doing really well again now. So I think they will be the top 4. Napoli will be 5th. And the rest of the table doesn't really matter after that. So
we have a 13-point gap on Atalanta, which is actually 14, because once again, we have the motherfucking head-to-head. We have the head-to-head on all of these bitches, bro. Every single one of them. It's so
big
good,
games.
Man. It's been a real yeah, when we look back at the end of this season, we're going to look back and go, that was the most impressive season I have seen. I mean, I loved us under Mourinho. I loved watching us whip boys under Mancini when the league was, let's face it, a tiny bit skewed in our direction for us to dominate on the pitch. But this time, and I've said it before, bro, you appreciate so much more the older you get. What a spoiled little kid I was in high school with all this success coming my way, bro. I remember in one year I watched Inter win the Scudetto and Italy win the World Cup. How entitled must a 14-year-old be after that? Man, I thought I was going to win everything for the rest of my life. But now sitting here 11 years after the Scudetto, Robin, my brother, just the feelings of gratitude and appreciation are flowing, man.
Likewise. One more thing I have to note about the table. You can see next to our points, there is 5 beautiful green V's. In fact, it's not 5, there are 10 of them, because we are the first team since the 3-point system to win the first 10 games of the second round, the first ever. So we won starting match day 20 up until now. The first 10 games, we're the first team to win the 10 games in a row. It's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't see where the threat is going to come now, man. I see Atalanta. Let's just have a look at the fixtures. Serie A fixtures. You know, we can pretty much predict the next 2 or 3 games that are coming up right now, in my opinion, man. Because with the short changeover time between games, and you know, still 3 games to play in the next 10 days, all teams are on an equal playing field. No team really has an advantage over anybody else. So you can sort of start to assume the sort of results that are going to come. Oh, it finished 2-1. To Juventus, did it? Not 2-0.
Yeah.
Insigne had a penalty in the 90th. I really need to watch that replay properly. I'm kind of in the dark about what happened. I've just been reading about it. So next match day is match day 30. Milan away to Parma. Will be a lot tougher than people think. Parma are shit, but at the end of the day, you really don't want to be playing relegation teams this time of the season. So do you think Milan get the win there?
I'd say yes, but I have the same feeling with Parma and Torino. They're like two teams. They lose nearly every game, but they make it close every game. You're not going to get away there with a game you will be winning 5-0 or something. That's not going to happen. I think Milan will win it, but yeah, close.
Yeah, fair enough, man.
Parma.
Atalanta are away to Fiorentina. They will win that game because Fiorentina are proper shit. And like, as long as Fiorentina seal their safety, which they know they will be, they'll be even shitter. Trust me. Fiorentina is probably the #1 team you want to come up against in the league at the moment, besides Crotone. Honestly, man, if you were to tell me right now, Anthony, shoot for the Scudetto next week and pick one opponent, I go, if it can't be Crotone, has to be Fiorentina.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I really hope that we beat Cagliari, man, because 8:30 p.m. on a Saturday or Sunday in Sydney, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm on holidays anyway. So, bro, it could be as early as next week that we... Sorry?
Sorry for interrupting you. If we don't beat the Serie B team, I don't even know anymore. I think we will win the game. Might be complacent, but I don't expect us to lose.
Yeah, Juventus will beat Genoa. So in my opinion, on the next match day, all of our rivals now for the Scudetto, Atalanta, Juventus, and Milan, grab the 3 points. And then on the next match day is Atalanta, Juventus. So, you know, I dare say get through Cagliari with 3 points, and we can start thinking about when are we going to celebrate this? Can we celebrate it ASAP? Because as of right now, as happy as I am, it's still important to keep a cool head because as Akil said, I think, and as somebody else said, you're always only 2 bad results away from complete freaking oblivion. And to be honest, with Inter, you definitely are. I just don't see a situation where this team is going to drop 2 games in a row. As I just said to Akil, although we wouldn't take a point if it was handed to us, a point against Napoli is now no longer a bad result by any means necessary. A point, it would be a point gained, not 2 points lost, in my opinion, provided, of course, we beat Cagliari.
Yeah, I think actually Napoli will be our most difficult fixture because in recent times we've actually always had trouble playing against Napoli. They always seem to really match our structure well, and well, even though we've won sometimes, like this season we won by 1-0, but we were worse with 11 players against 10. Napoli is the trickiest fixture for me personally. That's still left.
Yeah, fair enough, guys. 13 people still in here. If you haven't, please like the video. There's another comment coming in, but after this, I am going to wrap it up. My shoulders are starting to hurt, and you know what? As much as I'd love to carry on all day with no sleep, it's not going to happen. I'm going to have to rest eventually. Chances of going undefeated for the rest of the season, I would say highly likely. Undefeated, highly likely. Winning every game till the rest of the season, probably not, because that just doesn't really happen in football. We are 10 on the bounce at the moment. To suggest that we're going to end the season with 19 straight victories, that would pretty much put you in the Hall of Fame of domestic football. And it would be the best season that this club has ever seen. That would actually put us on 98 points. And that's not going to happen, man. No, we're not going to get 98 points. But Robin, bro, we could really hit 90 points this season, man. 90 points. Imagine.
Yeah, I think we will make 90 points. It's been a while because I remember a couple of seasons ago, Juventus making 90 points with Napoli being pretty close as well. But Juventus won in the end. I think we will hit 90 points. I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, fantastic, bro. It's great to hear. Guys, it's dying down. The hype's not dying down, but the energy is starting to fade a little bit. I think it's time for a coffee. It's time to chill and watch the second half of the Champions League. And I'm really looking forward to the next piece of content. So what have we got coming up in the next few days? We'll have final word with myself and Mo. I think we might do that one on Sunday or Monday. We won't do a final word for after Sassuolo because the turnaround to Cagliari is just too soon. So we will check in with a match preview with Akil for Cagliari in a day or two. And then we'll do the final word with Mo. And I've got a guest lined up for that as well. But we'll just wait till we confirm that before I mention it. Check out our Twitter and our Facebook for latest updates. And if you haven't already, you've got to subscribe to Inter Worldwide on YouTube. Also, big up to my... Sorry?
about here, Inter Worldwide subscription.
That's the one, bro. You're in the perfect position. Also, I want to give a big thank you and shout out to my boy Robin. If you guys listening don't know, he is the guy responsible for our player ratings, for our graphics related to the player ratings, player performance, buzzwords around the fans. It is the most lit form of post-match graphics and results-orientated images that you will see regarding Inter. Not only that, it is on Inter Worldwide. It is also on Forza Inter forums and on all WhatsApp groups that matter at the moment. All right. Thank you for all your support, Robin. And just as we're about to cancel, 6 people jumped into the video. Fantastic. That's okay. Let's give them a chance to watch it back again. Guys, from all of us here at Inter Worldwide, you can sort of start to get excited because we're 1 or 2 good kicks of the football away from glory. Robin, I'll check in with you next time, G.
Sure. Goodbye,
Thanks,
man.
bro. Ragazzi, let us know in the comments below if you enjoyed today's post-match live stream. I go back to work properly in about a week and a half, which means no real post-match reactions unless I can whip the camera out at school stupidly quickly. But you know what? It looks like the anxiety is going to be gone by then anyway. And if that's the case, if we're going into 2 weeks from now and the Scudetto is already wrapped up, it ain't going to matter. It ain't going to matter. You know what, before I go, because we're still buzzing a little bit, let's check some post-match news. Might be some comments and stuff like that we can go on to. Man, big half in the Champions League, eh? I haven't even checked the other score yet between Porto and Chelsea. Hopefully Porto's got a goal, because, you know, fuck Chelsea. Oh, damn it, Chelsea's got an away goal. Man, them under Tuchel. Different breed. Different breed. Bloody Chelsea, man, hey. Reminiscent of that season under Di Matteo where they were absolutely arse but still ended up winning the Champions League, right? Chupo coming through. Yeah, bro, someone's going to have to come through, Gerald, bro. With no Lewandowski, what the hell is going to happen there? Oh, wow, I'm looking at the official website here, and Conte went in. Do people still think Romelu Lukaku is overrated? Yeah, boss, get in there. Get in there, the boss. Because he is the boss. Antonio Conte, bro. Any fans questioning this guy now need their head checked. Big time. You know who you are. You're stupid. And you think you're clever, but you're not. Sorry, man. I know I don't know everything. I know very, very little in this world. But anyone that wants to hang shit on our coach, even before the game when the lineup came out, people are like, what the fuck is this? What the hell's Conte doing? How does Gagliardini get a start? I've been critical of this manager and many other managers, but when you look at how well we're doing this season, like, how do you even have the arrogance to come out before the game and question this man's decision? It's really easy to be an armchair manager. It's really, really easy. Do I like our football? Bro, I've loved our football for 85% of the season. 85% of the season. We are defensively the most compact team. And let's not forget, we create more goal-scoring opportunities than any other team in Serie A. And we have been top 3 in Europe in that category all season. I think we're top 2 at the moment. Today's football was not good, Gerald. It's not ideal, but we don't have 32 games left in the season. There's 8 games left in the season. And Antonio Conte is a calculated boss that knows how to win games. We're talking about the guy that took the worst Italian squad of all time to penalty shootout against Germany. And if it hadn't been for Graziano, Pele, and Simone Zaza fluffing their penalty kicks, he would have been looking at a semi-final and the biggest overachievement in the national team history, to be honest. As soon as he pissed off, that all went downhill quickly for that squad of players. What else we got? All right, I'm going to share my screen now. Let's have a look at what Damasio has covering this post-match game. Okay, transferred over to Gianluca Di Marzio. Antonio Conte wins the 10th consecutive game in Serie A with a 2-0 win over Sassuolo. Come on, Damasio, pull your socks up, G. It was 2-1. It's not that hard to get the scoreline right. You had one job. Come on, guys. We're all trying to be professional here, but if you can't get the scoreline right, 3 points that are crucial for the Scudetto race, who now sees Inter 11 points above. I'm more concerned about the comments. Well, let's get rid of all these ads. Oh, what a false headline. I thought they were going to talk about Antonio Conte and his post-match reaction. Oh, here we go. Defending with a low block, we can enhance the qualities of Hakimi, Lukaku, and Lautaro. Sanchez deserves more space for what he's offering, and Pinamonti is playing a few minutes, but he has all the qualities to become a great striker. Ericsson, question mark. He's growing and improving some aspects where he wasn't that good before. He can help us even more. Today, he's been good in front of the defense, and it wasn't easy as we knew that we had to let Sassuolo have the predominance of the ball. Well said by Boss Conte. Well said, bro. Milan and Juve fans salty and attack us for how we win our games, but at least we win. Bro, Milan have had 16 fucking penalties this season, man. I can't even listen to them who talk about our style of play. Picking on a winning team style of play is like the bottom of the barrel. It's the end of the end in terms of the excuses that you have for not winning your games on the pitch. And I don't think teams that drop points to the likes of Spezia and Benevento and Torino, and I don't think they have the right to start talking about our football, man. They need to just honestly shut up and focus on themselves, because right now they're in a top 4 battle, whether they like it or not. Both teams are in a top 4 battle with 9 games left in Serie A. So check their style of play. I wouldn't swap our style of play for anyone in the world, apart from maybe those really free-flowing attacking sides, which we know who they are. Conte says, if we can win playing aesthetically better, it's good. Otherwise, it's important to get the title. The Scudetto is too important and hasn't been won for long. If we'd be the ones to take it from Juve, we'd have done a great thing. Then we'll all get plastic surgery to look better. My G, my guy, my coach. Yeah, fantastic stuff, man. Fantastic stuff. Who do you think we should sign to improve our European success? All right, before I go to Ed's comment, I'm so glad Ed's still here. My G, we're going to link up soon. Who do you think we should sign to improve our European success? Bro, we win Scudetto next season if we sign Gosens and De Paul and a backup for Lukaku. That's it. That's all we need. We need a starting left wing back. We need a substitute for Romelu Lukaku, and we need another really good midfielder, man. I would sell a couple of the stragglers. Obviously, your Raja Nainggolan gets sold. Maybe Vecino gets sold. But other than that, I would really be focusing on Gosens. Gosens as the left wing back. And you know what? Bring in DiMarco as well. And we're set in that position. Gosens, Perisic, DiMarco. We give Young away to save salary. I wouldn't be completely opposed to keeping Ashley Young, because he could be your 4th or 5th choice left wing back, right wing back, left back, right mid, left mid, but we're not going to do that, okay? And at the end of the day, I don't think we need to entertain those ideas. We probably let Arturo Vidal go as well. Gosens and Locatelli will be nice. Look, to be honest, the Gobby Dogs are probably going to get Locatelli, and let them have him, because if they only sign Locatelli, who's primarily a defensive midfielder, it will not fix their lack of creativity. If Juventus think they can band-aid Locatelli over that midfield, fucking good luck to them, bro. They need 2 or 3 midfielders, bare minimum. Gosens and Wijnaldum and Aguero. For 12 million a season on Aguero, you got to get that wage down to about 8. You get him on a 2-year deal, maybe worth 8 million each. Perfect. Aguero, Sanchez as the backup for Lukaku, Lautaro. We go on to win the league again next year. We go on to make the next round of the Champions League. Ed. Well, their players went on music festival and host parties. Our players train hard. He's always the voice of reason, this Ed guy, man. I'm going to clip that part of this video and post it all over Milan and Juve Twitter. The whole Wijnaldum situation is interesting. I saw him play for Liverpool yesterday, and he was actually pretty crap. But that's okay. All right, let's check when this next game is properly. Is it Saturday or Sunday? Oh, it's Sunday. All right, good. Good thing I checked that, because I was gearing up for a Saturday night party or something. It's not going to be like that. It's just going to be a more timid but very celebratory Sunday night, it seems. Perfect. 8:30. And it's not the first fixture of the round. I thought it'd be the first fixture of the round, but AC Milan play even before that. Imagine they drop points. Yeah, that's it, to be honest. No other news besides the post-match interviews coming out, which means I am in the clear, and it looks like I can wrap up what has been the most amazing morning, the most amazing Thursday morning to have off during school holidays. Still coming in, why not? 16 people watching. Smash a like and share the video. I'm going to keep going if the comments come in. What do you think of Kante? Sign him. Sign him. Whoever Antonio Conte and Beppe Marotta want, go and get them, because Juve's decline started when Marotta left and all of their backroom decisions were shit. Marotta is our best signing of the last decade. Conte might be our second best signing of the last decade. And whatever they say goes. If it means spending 30, 35 million on a 30-year-old in Kante, do it. I don't care. It's not my money. At the end of the day, I don't think we need to do that, though, Gerald, my G. I don't think we need to. I think there was a point in time where we were drastically considering it because Conte was still having trust issues and, he wasn't 100% sure whether or not this was the team. This was his team, but he knows that this is his team. He knows that this is his team now, bro. It's as simple as that. So, no, I don't think we go for Conte. If we do, N'Golo Conte would be definitely welcome at this club. But I don't see any need to do that. It doesn't really line up with the club's transfer principles and transfer strategy at the moment, man. So, yeah. I was thinking of selling Brozo and bringing in Gossens with that money and letting Gags play CDM. Come on, bro. We just started getting good. Are you ready to piss that off already? Gerald, I hope you're trying to leave here with a joke this morning, bro. Marcelo Brozovic, if you don't realize he's the engine, bro. Not only that, off the ball, look at the way he opens up passing lanes as well for the defenders. He usually carries two runners with him or one runner with him, and that actually opens up the passing lane for Skriniar and De Vrij to hit Lukaku or Lautaro or Barella or anybody that's looking to come forward and receive the ball. Honestly, Marcelo Brozovic is just as irreplaceable as Barella, Skriniar, De Vrij, Lukaku, the lot, bro. The core is young. The core is set. Bastoni, De Vrij, Skriniar, Hakimi, Barella, Brozovic, who's now a senior member of the team, but he's still not old. Lukaku, Lautaro. Guys, we are like 2 young, good signings away from being a full-blown powerhouse squad. A full-blown powerhouse squad. Forza Inter, Forza Antonio Conte, Forza Beppe Marotta, Forza everyone in this squad. To win a league is so much harder than winning a knockout competition. And to be honest, I'm just so happy that everybody's doing their bit. Everybody's doing their bit. So, congratulations to us for getting our first win over Sassuolo at the Miazza, I think since 2014. I'm pretty sure we haven't won against them there in a while. I might be wrong on that. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since 2. It's time to go. Ragazzi, start to hype up, yeah? We deserve this shit. We deserve this shit. Forza Inter worldwide.